right, good evening, race fans. Here we go. We got a good one tonight here, Las Vegas, and they always say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Well, we starting to chase off here for the Cyber Thunder Truck Series, and I want you to look over to the kind of the left side of the screen. I don't know how you're looking at it. And over to the tower, all those green highlighted drivers are chase drivers here tonight, so try out there for it. So, yes, they're in practice right now. And we started a little early because, you know, I wanted to do something here. They're in a driver's meeting right now, and when they break that driver's meeting up, I want to get a word in with some of these drivers. But let you start hearing file in a little bit. Let me hear who your favorite driver is. You got a chase driver here tonight? Hey, let us know. I know Kathy out there is going to be pulling for Tom. Tom's sitting right there, you know, comfortably into this one. This is a track that unfortunately is one of these momentum style track. It's going to be track position oriented, a little bit of draft. You got to be a little aggressive on the start. Might see a little mess ups, but man, last week the guy that really we got to talk about, Tanner Marr. It was a must win on his end. He had to win to get in, and he did, folks. So, and unfortunately, where there's a winner, there's also a loser. And on that losing end, Amanda Sherman, who was in the cutoff line, unfortunately, with that win by Tanner, knocked her right out. But, hey, you still got a lot to race for. I mean, come on. Still want to win some races, right? We'll have to see so far tonight. Another guy you're probably going to be watching throughout the chase here. He's looking to kind of end his season. He's going to make his way into the booth next season here, folks. The Cyber Thunder. Cody Heinzman. Cody is, he wants to top this season off with a championship. But Greg Mitchell wants to be the spoiler. And I know there's a lot of others out there that can spoil the show here. So, see what happens. We're talking about Amanda Sherman, but Corey Sherman made it in. So, at least one of the Sherman gangs made it in here tonight. That's awesome. Gotta love it there. So, well, still in the driver's meeting, folks. We'll let you listen to the sights and sounds of some of these cars. Got to appreciate old Eric Anderson out there sponsoring tonight's race for us. We got 134 laps. Our stages tonight is going to end. Stage 1, it ends at lap 30. Stage 2 ends at lap 70. If there's an incident between 25 and 30, that's the stage. An incident between 65 and 70, that's the stage here too. You got a little bit here, you know, pit information here too. You know, pit road closes 2 laps actually. That's a little bit of information here tonight for you there, folks. Also, we're looking at 70% fuel. And we got a big field. How many cars we got? 31 on the track right now. That is a pretty darn good field here for these guys. I like it. Very, very, very proud, man, here at the Cyber Thunder, you know, Tuesday Truck Series. Appreciate these guys letting me come in. So it looks like they're breaking up a little bit on the driver's meeting. So I am going to, if I can't get a word in here, Cody is in channel 6, right? Bring him up here. Cody, join the booth. Got a copy?
I got you.
Well, Cody, man, I tell you what, tonight, you know, we kick off the chase here, the Cyber Thunder Tuesday League. And, you know, obviously you're coming in on a high note, you know, coming in leading this thing. You're coming off of a championship run. Being that this might be the last season here, maybe get another championship. How are you feeling here at Las Vegas? Because this track is very, you know, momentum oriented and, you know, track position style oriented.
Yeah, it's a good point, Joe. I think when it comes to Vegas, the biggest thing is, like, at the end of the day, I do really like this track, but I don't love the momentum racing. I'd rather be at a place where you can get a little more spread out and there's more braking zones to work with. But at the end of the day, I won here at the end of 24-1, I believe it was. So I've got some experience in the trucks here. getting it done. And this season, I'll be trying to go out on a high note before I hang up the full-time wheel here at Cyber, at least in this league. I'll be trying to complete the three-peat in the truck series. I've got the last two. I've got one to go. Nobody's ever done it. So if I can do that before I start calling these races, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, and you know, another thing now, just maybe a little bit here, what do you expect on this track? Is the tire wear is going to be an interesting? I know this track's really, like I said before, kind of position-oriented, but tires are really, and how much do you think that, you know, how well is this truck set up? Because I know a lot of people gripe about them being, you know, tight.
Yeah, it's going to be one of the biggest things you notice. It's going to be a track position race, and it's going to be a tire race. Specifically that right front, which seems to take the beating more than anything else. I think as soon as we see that kind of 10 lap mark in any run that we get, you're going to start seeing comers and goers. It's going to come down to who knows how to take care of their tires good and who's been neglecting them a little bit. And you got to kind of balance it just a little bit, because you can't, you know, save your tires the whole time. You won't have the track position, and if you have the track position, you might not have the tires. So it's trying to find that balance.
Yeah, it's just one of them things, and I always say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Good luck out there, Cody.
Sounds good. Thank you.
There we go. Getting back down there in this room, get him ready, man, for qualifying, folks. Just you know, a little talk, and if we can't get another one up here, and who else we got? One of the other chase drivers out here. Looks like qualifying is coming to a close. Practice coming to a close. I don't want to mess up any of their qualifying here. We'll watch qualifying, let you watch the sights and sounds of it, and then we'll talk more for them. But before that, good word. Let's hear our national anthem here tonight, folks. It ought to be a good one.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, folks, here we go. We're back tonight, and it ought to be a solid one here. Getting set to go back green as qualifying's underway, and look at that. Cody Gibson right now puts it on the top spot. We'll see if we can't get a word in with some of these guys here. Bring Cody up, because it looks like he's already finished out his Code. Hey, now. In here and see if we can't get a word with him. Cody Gibson. And they're in the same spot with the big boys. Cody, join the booth. You got a copy.
I got you. What's up, guys?
Well, man, I tell you what, as of right now, well, you had to pole. The Matthew just knocked you off, but how you feeling tonight, man, coming into this race here at Las Vegas?
Not too confident if you really want to ask.
Well, you know, it started a chase. You know, you're right there. You know, obviously in the top 8 coming into this thing. You've had a pretty good, you know, kind of an up and down season, but still made it in the chase tonight. You know, and I was talking to Heinzman a little bit earlier there. How do you feel like the truck is feeling tonight? Do you feel like it's going to be more of a track position race or more of a tire race?
I think it's going to be more of a tire race because I did some long runs and my tires were awful at the end. So it's going to be managing them tires, and I don't think you can stage 2. You can't make it in a fuel run unless you save pretty good. So we'll see what happens. But like Tom done went to the top. Yay.
Hey, man, I tell you what, I always say it's the Cody show out there when y'all get together. But, man, get that Cheeto machine up there rolling. Good luck tonight, Cody.
Thank you, sir. I'm going to need it.
There we go, and get him back down there in this channel. Well, like you just said, Cody Heinzman, well, he's up top, but it looks like actually no, Tom Ricker for the moment has got the top spot. Oh, boy. Well, let's see if we can't get a word with Tom real quick here before we kick this one off, if I can find him. There he is. He's in channel 10 here. Let's see if we can move him up. Tom, join the booth. Got a copy?
I got you, Joe. How you doing?
Well, as of right now, was sitting on the top spot until Mitchell came out there. But, man, I tell you what, starting to chase off here tonight here in the Cyber Thunder League. How you feeling on this track?
I don't know, Joe. This is going to be a difficult track. I just got knocked off the pole, but starts to get tight after about 10, maybe 15 laps. So I think you're going to see some people maybe charge to the front in the beginning of the race, and then some drivers maybe playing the tires a little bit. But we'll see where everybody meets up in the middle.
You know, it's interesting because I've talked to him at some, and Cody was kind of mixed on it. I've always associated this track with more of a track position style track than over the tires. But a lot of you guys are saying tires tonight. What gives off that vibe a little bit?
The exit of turn 4.
Okay. Right.
You start to put a little bit more wheel in, especially if you got somebody on the outside. Watch if you've got cars racing side by side. The car on the bottom is going to have to put more wheel into it to stay off the car on the outside, and that will certainly eat up the right front a lot faster than probably anticipated.
Right, well, good luck out there. You were in room, which one?
10, sir.
10, all right. Good luck out there tonight, Tom.
Thanks, Joe.
Yo, that's Tom. Well, let's get the grid in order here, because we're gridding them up here to go racing, folks. Ought to be a good one tonight, man. Right now, out front, and we just talked about it, Greg Mitchell puts it on pole, but Tom Ricker going to start right beside of him, along with Matthew Simple there in 3rd, Cody Gibson there in 4th, Cody Heinzman starting in the 5th place spot. We got Joe Hudson. He's going to be up there in the 6th, Ed Jurgen there in the 7th, Gary Bowman starting 8th, Chris Rose 9th, Leroy Cobb is going to be in the 10th. We got Dustin Ping 11th, Andrew Codwell, he's going to 12th. Even Musick, he's going to start 13th. Brian Dorsey, 14th. Nathan Dalton there in the 15th. Andrew, Pop Joy. I still try to get his name down pat. But hey, looks like we got Brad Holmes going to 16th. Nathan Dalton there in the 18th. Larry Bell 19th. Tanner Marr starting at 20th. Corey Sherman 21st. Clay Sampson's going to be 22nd. We got Angel. Vasquez back there in 23rd, Lee Campbell 24th, 25th, Andy Court 26th, Amanda Sherman, Nicholas Pop going to be back there in 27th, Mike Stiverson 28th, Dave Kane 429th, and Jackie Bronin 30th, 31st. We got Casey Tomlinson. Well, I'll tell you what, a good looking solid field out here of trucks. And it is interesting that they talk about, what's up, Kathy? Woohoo. That's right, woohoo. Ought to be good. I think it's going to be a solid race here. You know, it's interesting that they bring up that, and if you look over there, Kathy, if you're interested, and anybody watching out there, if you see on the ticker side, all the ones in green are playoff drivers. So they're playoff drivers. Keep that in mind. We're set to go green flag here tonight. Las Vegas. Green flags in there, we're racing. Vegas style. Mitchell and company out front heading into turn one. It's going to be a 2x2 race here for the start. Coming to the line to complete the lap here. Still going to be Mitchell out front. And, yeah, Kathy, just to go check out. I'm going to be stepping away. But Tom, Richter, and Cody Heinzman are going to be up here in the booth for you for next season. I have enjoyed it. I really appreciated everything and the support and all that this league has done. We'll get into more of that later. Don't want to put a dampener on it because this is an exciting race and an exciting thing. And I appreciate everything, man, that they've let me do here in the Cyber Thunder and all the fans out there and all the drivers too. So, hey, we got to crown a champ though. We got to finish this season out on a high note, crowning a champion. Right now, Greg Mitchell is showing why he wants to break that string there of Cody Heinzman. Now, remember, I talked to some of these guys here. As you see now, they're kind of single file. And I said that it's more position style track, but a lot of them are saying that, well, the tire wear might matter. Kind of different than what I have seen in the past that this track has offered. But there again, these trucks being awful tight like they are, hey, think about whatnot. You got Steven Musick right there sitting in an 8th place spot. So a lot of the chase drivers up top. Mitchell would love to win and get himself into the next round. I have to worry about some things. Obviously, Heinzman there, Simple's there, Gibson, you got Richter, Jurgen, Rose, Bowman, Musick, and Ping, all right there in the top 10. It's still a side-by-side race as we get crossing the line here. Bowman again. Right now, side, it's nose to tail. Andrew back there too. So again, if you look at that top right there, your top 6 are all chase drivers. They're highlighted in green. So the top right now are all chase drivers. Mitchell, Simple, Heinzman, Gibson, Richter, Jurgen. I'm going to still hold to my guns that this is probably a track position race more so than tires. I'm going to have to see what tire wear does here. Yes, if you're talking about 20 lap, 25 lap different tires, yes, heck yeah. But I think anywhere between 5 and 10 lap difference, I don't know. We'll have to see. Right now, you've not seen any heavy movers come through the field, and that's when I talk about being more of a track position style race. Right now, these trucks are very planted to the bottom. We're what, 6 into this one. So yeah, right now the trucks still feel great. Everything feels good. Get around about that 10-11 mark, you'll start seeing some guys just knock some guys off one by one. You see a battle right here around 10th place spot. That's Musick, Bowman, Codwell and company there along with them. He's storming across the line. Oh, up in that wall a little bit. That's something you might want to stay off of. That definitely will upset the truck. Because you need defenders on this thing. Battle up front here. Matthew Simple's under a little pressure there by Cody Heinzman. And this is what I'm talking about. You're going to see guys get up here. You're going to single file for a while, and then all of a sudden you'll see some battles like this. You'll see Simple and them. You'll see a guy man get up here and take one position, but you see how long it's taking Cody to make that pass. And that's what I'm saying. Very tough place to pass. Very momentous style track. Very rhythm style based also. Greg Mitchell out front. I think it really benefits to riding behind someone and getting out front. It takes a very special driver to get out front all by yourself and maintain tires and maintain a pace to where you don't blow the tires off of it and use the truck up. Back here to where Gary Bowman is, you see him right there in the ninth place spot. A little bit of battle going on between them two. Codwell. Bowman's right there with Ping. 46 behind him with Codwell like we was just talking. He's in the Yoda machine right there. Got the Game Genie man. Gary Bowman and company. Stephen Musick. Joe Hudson. And they are still clanging and banging that wall really heavy a lot right now. I don't know what. Oh, that's Ed Jurgen. One of the playoff drivers. In trouble. Oh, and he's still in trouble. What is happening to Ed Jurgen? He has crashed on the track. But let's watch and see what happened. He gets on pit road. Bounces off the wall right there. And when he does, he gets clipped a little bit. Oh, and smacks the front nose. He keeps going straight, but man, one of the early here chase drivers. And, ooh, wow. Just, I don't know if he's having a steering issue or what, man. That hurt. Because that was actually the 20. Got off track. Up in that pool of caution too, by the way. Wow. Oh. Quite sure. Ouch. Yeah. Go back a little further on here. He lost that thing right in the wall. He was able to keep going straight. He was going. Wow. Okay. Caution. Yeah, Matthew's doing good. A little arc brake. I never understood that term 100%, folks. Arc brake. I mean, I don't know. Not sure. But then the caution going to get set to go back green here. Greg Mitchell and company up front. I know it has something to do with not getting on the brakes in time or something. I don't know. Now here's where this would get interesting. A long run might show where the tires would come in, but if you start getting these cautions and getting these short runs, track position will be crucial here. Because you're just not going to get enough runs in. And right now we got, what, 15 in that one. We got a caution out of it running about, well, probably got about 12 laps in there. Got a caution, so here we go. Greg Mitchell up front. Heinzman's along with him with Simple. Gibson, Richter there. One of the chase drivers already in trouble in the back. Ed Jurgen. Pace car takes that hard left turn off on pit road. Mitchell and company up front. Heinzman, let me know how everything sounds and looks out there to you folks. Figured we'd do a little thing too, man. We're live tonight on YouTube here on OSR Network and live on Twitch at well, it's not OSR Network, but I guess you could look up OSR Network on Twitch. Probably would bring up the other channels. Matthew Simple right down, sitting up underneath. He's got Cody Heinzman right there on the outside. They're going to storm off down the backstretch here. Las Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Right now, Tom Ricker's under pressure. He's got Dustin Ping on the outside, who has got the Bucky's machine here tonight. Andrew Codwell, look at that little side-by-side going on back here, repeating and banging. You don't want to do that too much. You end up in the wall here. 3 wide. You can do it here. I don't know about going into the turn, but look out, coming down to the bottom. The 00, Brad Holmes. Bringing this thing to life. Well, they're getting racy up front, getting racy in the middle, getting racy in the back. Cody Heinzman says, I want that lead from Mitchell. It's my time now. Cody Gibson. So it's a Cody show. They are teammates right now trying to see if they can't gang up a little bit here on Greg Mitchell. Mitchell might be the dark horse here. And he dethroned the man of Cody Heinzman. Heinzman's got that outside lane working for him. And he's going to see if he can't plant it up there. He has found something in that middle lane that has worked for him. He's going for it. Taps the wall just a little bit. Battle for the lead. He's got his nose out front. Cody Heinzman goes to the point. Greg Mitchell there on the bottom. Cody Gibson's going to follow route, but Mitchell's not giving up too easy. They come to the line again. Both trucks look planted for the moment. Tom Brinker's back there looking on too with Matthew Simple. Heinzman just still can't make that pass, but he'll get this momentum shot coming off the turn. But looks pretty planted right now. Deal side by side as Heinzman takes it to the point. Mitchell still not giving up. Down to the inside. Gibson right there along on the outside of him. But Cody Heinzman, once he gets out front, I think he's going to set sail. Takes the top spot. Gibson is there, going to battle. Here comes Simple. Who is that 34 machine? That's not Simple. That's actually a lap down truck, folks. I think that is, not a lap down truck. Is that Tom? Yeah, it's Tom. Tom done fooled me. He's in the Bucky's truck tonight. Good night. He's out shopping, folks. I'm sorry. I'm so used to seeing him in the Sears machine, but that's Tom Ricker in the Bucky truck. Greg Mitchell right now, he might have used up a little of those tires out front. I told you before, take a special kind of someone to get out front. Right now, Matthew Simple sitting behind him. Dustin Ping's there along with him. Gary Bowman and company, he's up there too. Very good race so far between these guys. Appreciate it, Kathy. It's been a good race so far. Let's look a little further on back. Tanner Marr, who pointed himself in with a win. Right now, Marr in the back here along with Corey Sherman. So, you know, not the night that they wanted to start off the chase with. But they got time. They got time to get back up here. Right now, here's your chase drivers, by the way. And our machine can look over there to the ticker side, and everyone highlighted in green is a chase driver, by the way. But you've got Cody Heinzman, Greg Mitchell, Andrew Codwell, Matthew Simple, Tom Ricker, Tanner Marr, Corey Sherman, Cody Gibson. Those are the top 8 right now. And then on the cutoff lineup underneath, you got Gary Bowman. Then you got Ed Yergin, Lee Campbell, Larry Bell, Joe Hudson, and Mackenzie Milwayne. That's the top 4 points as of right now. Unfortunately, Ed Yergin already having trouble here tonight. Not the night he wants. Tanner Lowe back there running with Corey Sherman. Got Amanda back there too. She's getting her, she's back in the 88 machine. There you go. Always likes running that Dale Earnhardt machine. Gotta give a shout out to Eric Anderson, sponsoring us tonight here. Appreciate him. As always, here's the Cyber Thunder Racing League. 3 wide back there too. Hang on to it, Anderson. And I also got to give a shout out to Eric, man. Appreciate him running the logo there. Oh, 4 wide coming in the turn. Oh, Larry Bell gets the tag. Anderson saves it. No, he don't. That's going to bring a caution. Boom. We watched that one live, and I think it might have taken out. Yes, Tanner Marr. Oh, wow. Let's see. 4 wide going wrong. It don't work. Larry got tagged. He had it saved, and then Tanner just nowhere to go. Got into him. Boom. Chain reaction. Wow. Folks, just like that. Yeah, boom. Little side by side, and then just nothing they could do. Wow. There's some more chase drivers involved. Caution, caution, caution. Cautions breed cautions. That should put us in the first stage. That, by what I read, we'll see what happens here. They're probably not going to go. Yep, that's going to put us in stage. It should. So that should put Cody Heinzman winning it here. Stage number 1. Boy, I don't know how they feeling out there, but I'm feeling pretty good up here. It's been a good race so far. How y'all liking it? I like it. A lot. Oh, we're having fun up here too, by the way. Gibson looking pretty strong up front there with Mitchell. Mitchell's able to beat him off pit road. Nope. Heinzman's going to get it. Actually, Cody Gibson's going to beat him off pit road. Heinzman with an excellent pit stop. Wow. Excellent pit stop. Stage 1 should come to a complete here. Unfortunate, man, for some of the drivers there in the back. Some chase drivers, man, having a good night. Some chase drivers, not so much. All right, line them back up 2 by 2. Go back green. All right, good one here so far. Stage number 1 in the book. Should have been put it up there for Cody Heinzman. It's set to go back green. Lap 29 when they cross that line here tonight. Starting to chase off here, Cyber Thunder Tuesday Truck Series. That's right, starting to chase. Good one here, too. Pace cars ain't green flag. Heisman out front gets the jump on the field. What he wants to do, try to set sail and get away from them guys behind him. They're going to battle hard. You got Gibson, Richter, Mitchell, Holman, Simple right there with them with Ping. Holmes, Hudson, Campbell, all on the top side. Like the middle part of the track is where it's at, where you want to be. That low line maybe early on with the tires. But then it looks like you migrate kind of right up into the middle of the track, the fastest part. Meanwhile, look at here around about 8th place spot. You got Ping coming to the front. Brad Holmes, he's the biggest mover up 10 spots along with Lee Campbell and company. Oh, truck, man, in trouble in the back. Oh, the 410er again. Steven back there, man. That put us under caution, I think. Go, Maddie. Oh, yeah, it did. Wow. They even came up the track. I can watch that one more time. Came down a little bit. I got into the number 15 there. Those two went into the wall hard. Got him right back up the track. Unfortunate. The 9 got by. Yes, he did barely. And Amanda sure not getting by. Some not getting by. And they're trying to get woed up back there. Ouch. Caution. Man. Let's go, Maddie. Right, Maddie is doing pretty good, ain't he? Heinzman out front. Gibson's there with him with Mitchell. Simple, Richter. That's your top 5. Set to go back green flag here. Solid night so far, Las Vegas style. Starting to see some of these guys, man, you'll push up the tempo a little bit in the back. And when you do that, yourself, man, in a little bit of trouble too. Are you ready for the 4th of July? Friday, 4th. All right, right now, Heinzman out front. Gibson's behind him. It's the Cody show. These two guys going to see if they can't lock up horns right now. Heinzman, Gibson, Mitchell, Simple, Richter. That's the top 5. Tom's been putting it up here pretty good here lately. Got himself locked up into the chase. Nice. Going to be quiet there. How about you? Well, I don't know about quiet. I have 8 dogs, so if somebody hits the door, it's never quiet. If they hear fireworks, it's not going to be quiet here. So I don't know, Kathy. As far as that quiet going, probably not, but you know, might see what the wife wants to do. She said she had to work Friday anyway, so we'll see. All right, line them back up side by side. Here we go. Back green. Heinzman, Gibson, Simple, and company up front. Kicking you out. Kicking the dogs out. Here we go. Pace cars in. Green flag. Heinzman's right there with them with Gibson. And Cody gets another jump. Simple's there. Green flag back in the air. You know, I've said this before, if you keep letting Cody Heinzman out front like he is going to be very, very hard to get up there and pass. And what it would be nice for him if he could just get up there, win this first race, lock himself in the next round, and don't have to worry about the next other races too much. Race his own race. Matthew, Simple, and company, so anybody dethrone him up there. On these tracks where you got to watch out, it can happen. Easily burn those tires up like you said. Here comes Gibson putting the pressure on. Simple up on the top side. Gary Bowman right there on the inside. Greg Mitchell along with him. They're side by side, door to door down the back stretch. Turn 3 and 4. Here comes Gibson again, putting the pressure on the backside. He is riding there on the tailgate. Cody Gibson is trying to run into tire tracks here. Cody Heinzman out front. Gibson's going to look to that inside, and Heinzman's going to give it to him. For the moment, they come storming across here. Out of turn 3 again, down the back stretch. Gibson right there firing on the inside. Heinzman's kind of one step a little bit further up. Now he goes down on the inside move. Heinzman out of 4. Let it drift, come up here across the line. He'll lead this lap. Simple right behind him with Greg Mitchell. There goes Gibson again. Pulling it off down to the inside. Nice little touch right there with him. Greg Mitchell, Matthew Simple. On the outside, it's a battle. You got Brad Holmes there with him too. Tom Ricker again. Andrew Codwell's moved it up into the 8th place spot along with Nathan Dalton. Right there in the ninth. You got Nicholas Pop. I'm going to say Pop because I'm going to mess his whole name up. He's up in 10th. He's up 15 spots, by the way. Oh, Brad Holmes there in 5th. He's up 13. While Heinzman's trying to defend off those two guys behind him. Matthew Simple and the man Cody Gibson. They would love to get up here and try to see if they couldn't man just bull rush old Cody Heinzman out of that lead. It is a solid race up front. That 2nd and 3rd place battle there with Simple on the outside, Gibson on the inside. Now Simple makes the pass. He's going to see if he can't do anything with Heinzman. He gets a run down the back stretch. Going to have to let up a little bit in turn 3 and 4. See if he can't pull some momentum and get right back there on the tailgate. Again, a Heinzman, you can just see how much this track is momentum based. When he lifted some, how much momentum he lost. Almost a truck length on Cody Heinzman. But it's so tough to pass. You get that momentum, you run up on the back end, and you just can't go anywhere. You can't make that pass. Coming out of turn number 2 again down that back stretch. He'll try it one more time. If he can maybe sneak up under the inside, going to 3 and 4. Cody Gibson has other plans. Here comes Gibson. Shoots it off on the inside. That is definitely what Heinzman wants to see. As he goes all the way down to the apron. You got Bowman, Holmes, Richter, Codwell. So it is a good race up front so far. Yeah, Simple's doing good. Oh, a little contact in the wall right there. That's Leroy. Leroy, man. No, it's not Leroy. It's actually Nicholas on the outside of him. Leroy coming up through here. Always say Leroy Cobb. Meanwhile, these guys still battling hard. I mean, your top 6 still are all chase drivers. Let's go 16 and 00. 16 is Matthew Simple and Brad Holmes. Well, I tell you what, Matthew Simple's got a fan club. Does he have a whole bar watching him or something? I mean, that guy's got more fans out there than I know what to do with. Can't keep up with them all. Proud of him. Absolutely. Man, so far, so good. Out front, Heinzman. Now they go single file for the top 3 for the moment. As they'll break away, kind of calm down, see what they've got, get those tires a little bit cool. Look out, who's up top there? Well, that's Nathan. Way up on the top side there, and the wall looks like got a little bit tight coming out of there. The longer we get a long green flag run, the more you're going to see guys maybe fall back a little bit. You got Nicholas Pop along with Dalton right there with them. They'll go neck and neck. Richter looks like he's getting a little tight, man, having to go to the high side there with that truck. You can see it. Not what he wants. Kind of a little bit unfortunate on his end. Chris Rose right there behind him, too. Just going to look on back for Sherman, another playoff driver here tonight. Back there in the 15th place spot. He's up 9 spots, so he's trying to see if he can't, man, pull himself out of a hole. It's unfortunate Tanner Marr back there who raced his way in. Back there having a little bit of trouble. Got caught up in a couple wrecks here tonight. Back there in 26th spot. Ed Jurgen, though. And big hard hit early on. Back in 31st, and not the way he wants to start his chase off. The man out front, now he wants to start it off. Out front, maybe with the win. Cody Gibson, though, I talked to him before the race, and he was like, I don't know about this place. Right now, he's doing pretty good. I mean, anybody who sits and says, I don't know, really don't like this place, I'm not very good, and they come out and run like they're doing, I think it's a psychological thing, folks. I think it's got to be. Gibson right now in the tire tracks there, Heinzman. Matthew Simple sitting back there in the 3rd place spot. Got a little battle going on here around about 6th, 7th. That's Holmes and Codwell. Brad Holmes right now has been able to move himself up 12 spots, along with Lee Campbell. Campbell out of nowhere. Tom's the one who's fallen back just a little bit. He's back 7 spots already. And he used up a little bit of the tires, got that thing kind of warm. We talked about it with Heinzman earlier, before the race. At the right front. Get in that here in just a second. When a driver talks about tire wear, as we watch this battle right here between Holmes and Codwell, when they talk about tire wear, and 9 times out of 10, and usually this is how it goes, and some other variables sometimes play a factor, but when they say that the right front, it's easy to burn it off, usually indicates that the truck is very tight. It wants to push going into the turn. There's only really a couple ways to solve that. One being back the turn up. Let it coast in, let it drift. Don't get back on the throttle too soon. Don't try to hammer it. Usually when they talk about if the right rear or the left rear, if you're burning those up, normally means you have a very loose truck. So kind of give you an idea how the lingo goes and help you out a little bit on what these guys are feeling inside these trucks. Right now, They're looking pretty stable, but you can tell them getting a little bit of characteristics of tight. That's what makes it so tough to pass here too. I mean, that's why you might see like right here with Tom and Lee. And actually, you see right there, Lee going around Campbell. You know, they're single file for the moment. The next thing you know, the truck goes up underneath. But it takes so long to make the pass here. When you dive on that inside, the truck instantly is going to get tight on you. Right there. Yeah, he can make that move to the inside, but he just cannot make it stick. Oh, contact between him and Rickard. Lee Campbell. Yellow flag is out. Oh, boy. Go back and catch what happened on that one. We were just talking about Lee Campbell going on the inside there. Did the truck get tight on him? They were side by side. Oh, Tom got the wall, and then Campbell there. That's just, might watch it again, maybe see if we can't get a different, not get an angle that we want. Go. See Lee come up just a little bit. Tom right there in the wall, and then they just both come together, and yeah, accordion. How much damage Tom's going to get out of that one? Unfortunate. Wow. Caution. Well, that's been a solid night so far here tonight, as we are getting close to stage number 2 here, folks. Put this one in the books. Lap 70 will be stage 2. Let's step away, take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here in a few. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, I'm Blaine Smith, the Executive Director of Team Red, White, and Blue, and I wanted to take a minute just to welcome you on board and let you know that we're proud to have you as a new member of our team. This short video is a way for us to give you an idea of what you can expect from your experience at Team Red, White, and Blue, and also what we expect from you in return. Something that's really, really important to the fabric of our organization is our Eagle ethos. It's just 6 words, but they mean a lot to us, and they guide us in all we do. Those 6 words, passion, positivity, people, commitment, camaraderie, and community, are more than just organizational values. They're what we're all about and what we strive to work for in all of our programs and in every single one of our interactions. The next thing I want you to know is that we are an inclusive organization by design. We're open to veterans of all eras, of all ages, branches of service, combat experience, as well as active duty service members, their families, their friends, and just supportive members of the community that come out and take part in our mission. Every single person is important to what we do. All are welcome, and we look forward to seeing you all out there.
There's an immeasurable bond that forms when you join the service. You'll do anything to protect and defend those at your side, and pushing the limits of your well-being is all just part of the job. But when this shared experience ends, it's easy to carry that mission-first mindset with you and neglect your own health and mental fitness. Team Red, White, and Blue understands these challenges and knows that together we can show veterans that their best days are ahead by providing opportunities to build healthier lifestyles right where they live and work. Through races, service projects, workouts, and a cutting-edge mobile app, our members develop a sense of camaraderie and mutual support. With a growing force of over 200,000 strong, we invite all veterans, families, and non-military supporters to start putting their well-being first. Team Red, White, and Blue is forging America's leading health and wellness community. Will you join the team?
All right, back green, back racing. Here we go. And out front, red, Joe Hudson. Joe didn't pit, that's why. If Greg Mitchell gets there. Oh, 3 wide back here, though. This is where it gets a little bit, man, dicey. Yeah, Kathy, man, it was a tough one. Got squeezed a little bit. Oh, up front, boy, Greg Mitchell. Hudson, man, battling hard. Hold on to that thing. Greg trying to see what he can do. Harden back there a little bit in traffic. He's got up to 3rd place right now. Cody Gibson's getting out of the mix. So this is where I'm going to be interested. Is how good is that track position as opposed to those tires? And look at Cody Heinzman. Just don't know what in the world he's found. He gets up here and says, let me just make quick work. He does. So I said about 20 lap different tires, and that's what he's looking. That's what Hudson and Heisman has, 20 lap different tires. Cody Gibson right there too. Greg Mitchell just not been able to find the mark here. He pitted. Oh, he only put 2 tires. Gibson and Heisman put 4. Okay, Mitchell only went with either Field or 2. Codwell there. Holmes with only about 2. Yeah, okay, so some guys on a different pitch strategy. They did not put 4 tires on. Cody, Heisman, and Gibson both up front. That's why they're so much faster than everyone. They've got 4 tires, so they got about 20 lap newer tires than most of the field here. Holmes is right there along with it. And that's one way to loosen a truck up. Put 2 tires on it. That'll loosen it up too. Meanwhile, here comes Bowman. He's on the inside there. Ricker doesn't look like he's got too bad off. He's still holding strong there in 11th place spot. We've seen all night long guys hitting that wall, just banging and clanging off of it. And Leroy Cobb back there in the 13th. Nicholas Pop right there. He's up 14th. Corey Sherman's trying to move through the field in a 15th place spot. We've got Dustin Peen there sitting in 8th. Bowman in 9th. It's a heavy battle going on around that spot. But the playoff drivers in the mix there. Here comes the 87. At 87 of Clay, he actually, yes, he put 4 tires. Let's see how much more faster he is right now. The pit strategies are different here. Be different. Guys on 4 tire, guys on 2. Maybe some guys just took some fuel. Just see how much 20 lap different tires. I mentioned that at the beginning of the race. It's going to take about 20 laps. I'd say 20 lap difference on tires, and you really notice it. And right now you're noticing that. I'll say 5, 10 laps, maybe not so much. Yeah, a little bit of difference, but 20 is where you really would start seeing it. You can see it now. As you can see, the gap is 2 seconds back from Holmes and Simple, who did not put 4 tires. Actually, Matthew did put 4 tires. So he's going to make the short work there, Brad Holmes. Joe Hudson's going to be up there in the 5th place spot. And Heisman Gibson out front. They pitted with the 4 tire stop. Back around about the 17th place spot. Good side-by-side racing there. You got Dorsey, Pop, Anderson in the mix. It's a good-looking truck there, that 52 one. Like that. Who is that? Yeah. Casey Tomlinson. Casey Tomlinson. Yeah, that's nice. Right about the 15th place spot. Leroy Cobb there sitting in 14th. Right behind him, Brian Dorsey. Uh-oh. Rose off the track. Back on the track. Got it. Saved. Wow. Back and watch it one more time. What in the world? Smile and wave, boy. Smile and wave. What happened to Chris Rose right here? Got that thing all kind of out of shape. Good looking truck. KRTZ. Oh, bumps the wall. Goes through, mows the grass. Oh, it almost came up right into the 9. Wow. That's good heads up racing right there. We're able to stay green, but man, that could have been disastrous. Anderson's back there too. Meanwhile, up front, it's all Heinzman, and Gibson's giving him everything he needs. Right behind him. Gibson said earlier, I don't know about this track, but man, I tell you what, right now you're looking pretty strong. They are walking away from the third place man there, Matthew Simple. 2.8 second lead. Cody Gibson would love to lead a little bit of laps here. Battle for the lead up front. That is Gibson, Heinzman. Heinzman's not safe yet. Heinzman's not safe, but he's got Gibson right there with him. Brad Holmes, who's clawed his way back up 14 spots up into fourth place here. Gary Bowman right behind him. Clay Sampson moving up 13 spots there in sixth. Hudson, we're getting close here to that stage number 2, and I know Gibson's thinking about that. Got about 2 laps to go here. Heinzman would love the stages because that's bonus point. That helps him out. Get both stages and the win. I mean, come on. You're sitting pretty. Gibson would love to get one of those stages at least. Look, if I'm not going to win the race, at least give me a stage. Uh-oh. Far off the track in the back. Bronin. Able to get it right back. Let's see what happened to him here, though. Run on the 77 and bounces it off the wall. Loses a little bit of momentum. Anderson's right there. Bounces off the wall again. Yeah, on. Nothing the other truck could do. Came right down in front. Meanwhile, Cody Heinzman, though, going to come across and cautions out. He's going to win stage number 2 here tonight. 16's paint move. It's the Coors truck. He drives the Coors truck every week. He's got that Sterling Marlin throwback. I didn't think I knew about that, huh? Sterling Marlin's the man who made Coors Light famous back. He had the silver bullet back in the day. Y'all know that? I mean, y'all had to know that. Pit stops. Man who is owning it right now. Cody Heinzman. That brings us up to stage number 2. The next ones are for all the marbles. Solid race tonight, folks. Hope y'all enjoying it. Stage race number 1 here. Whew. Pit stops. Make 4 tires of fuel. Like to see. Yep, Heinzman gets those 4 tires. What sets of tires do they have? somebody can give me that info and maybe I can find that info out. Let's see right fast. How many sets? Doesn't give me that info. Kind of look here. Now it doesn't give me info on how many sets of tires they have, so. Are you painting it for them? Okay. Good job. Good job. Awesome. At least he's showing off for you up here. Staying pretty good there around fourth place spot. Let's see if Heinzman and Gibson are able to move out. Sampson, though, we went with a two-tire stop. No, didn't see that work earlier. I don't know if it's going to work this time or not either. This is going to be for all the marbles here. 34, 25, but a little bit over 50 laps left. Oh, really? 30 minutes north of you. Okay, nice. Absolutely. Awesome. Good old Sterling Marlin. Tell you my age, you know. I watched a lot of those guys back in the day. Bill Elliott, Darrell Waltrip and all those, Rusty Wallace. Yeah. I was young, but I mean, I watched them. Line them up side by side. Here we go. Sampson, Heinzman, Gibson, Simple, and Bowman. Lights off on the pace car. 74, lap 74. Line. Pace car's in, back green here. And start finish line, and we're back rumbling here at Las Vegas. Appreciate Eric Anderson, man. Sponsoring this one here tonight, starting the chase off. All the drivers highlighted in green are the chase drivers, by the way, so you can keep your eye on your favorite one is. And look at Cody Heinzman and Gibson. He says, let's push to the front. Got to do something to get Heinzman off that front side. But here comes Gary Bowman, 3 wide in the mix. And this is what I'm talking about. You've got to, at some point, be aggressive. You just cannot sit back there and let Cody Heinzman control this front of this field. You're going to have to get up there, ruffle some feathers, do something, or that man's just going to sit here and walk away into the sunset with this one. Hey, boy, I tell you what, man, there you go, Simple. Man, it's Dad. Man, good to see Dad out there, man, watching. But right now, he's doing an outstanding job in fifth, but we got a battle for the lead. Cody Gibson right now is on the inside with Heinzman. Trying to hold off, man, Heinzman. And this is what you need to do. Make him work for that lead. Don't just give it up. Brad Holmes right behind him, too. But I think he still has that preferred lane. That middle lane is kind of where it's at here tonight. Gibson, though, needs to squeeze a little bit coming out of those turns because he needs that truck to kind of drift coming out of the turn. Heinzman's not giving him much on the bottom side, but they come out of 4. They come to the line. It'd be a drag race. Give it to Gibson that time, boy. If that was the last lap, that'd have been awesome. Gibson still's there. Here comes Brad Holmes. Gibson is trying everything he can. He just cannot get the bite coming off the turn. You see how tight that truck is. So far, right there up underneath, Heinzman is on the outside. Gibson on the inside. Holmes back there looking on. It's a battle for the lead. These two guys are locked horns. They are pretty dead even. But Cody Gibson needs that little bit of push. And Heinzman right now, and this is what I'm talking about. You see Heinzman is pinching him down going into the turns. Well, that's not allowing him to get rotating through the turn. That's what I'm talking about. Heinzman is driving, he's driving smart, but he's driving aggressive. And these guys out here are going to have to understand, What I've noticed over the season, it seems like a lot of guys do not want to pressure Heinzman for some reason. I'm not taking it away, not saying anything bad now, but I see it. You got to get up there, man, and not let him just get a lot of room like that right there. You don't want to do that. You got to put some pressure on him. I mean, this is a good race, though. Gibson's there. And you see Heinzman's just going to be able to take it on. I mean, he only can do so much at this track before those tires just start giving away, and then you just follow the leader until you can figure something out. Gibson right there behind him. Holmes, just a tough place to pass on that bottom. Heinzman has it figured out right there in the middle of the track. Brad Holmes is in the mix. Simple right there. Bowman, Sherman. Then you go back a little bit further. Rounded about, well, before Sherman up 18 spots. Well, he was quiet earlier in the race. Now he's up here and going boom, boom. I'm coming up to the front. I'm going to try to take this thing. You got Dustin Peen there too. Andrew Codwell. Tom Ricker. Cody Gibson's not giving up. You can't give up there. Can't just let, man, I'm going to tell you, just don't let Heinzman get up there and get comfortable and ride. Here comes Matthew Simple. He's going to see if he can't get up here and get something done. I mean, right now, I will say Cody Heinzman has the preferred line, and that's what's making it very tough. He's got that middle lane. He found that middle lane was the fastest. He stuck to it earlier in the race. Got around these guys, and I think now that they're finding out that, man, a little bit too late, but that's where it's at. And once he got out front, he's just not going to give up that middle lane, so you're going to have to pass him down low. Here comes Brad Holmes. Look out. The Holmes machine, and look at Gibson, man, go way up the track to try to get it. Man, all the way up the track there to try to go to the outside and squeeze in between Heinzman and the wall. Just not going to happen. Now Holmes is going to battle it out here with Cody. Is he going to be able to make that pass onto the inside? If you drive it in too hard, the truck gets a little bit too tight. Now Holmes able to make that pass for second. Gibson falls back to third. Simple's right there in the fourth place spot. Here comes Bowman. So let's see if Brad Holmes has anything for the man out front here, Cody. Cody looking for the three-peat championship here. Now he's looking for the win tonight. That way it takes pressure off of him for the next couple races to go into the next round. Case, well, he can just go out here and race his race. Holmes right now. Gibson. Simple. I'm going to tell you, Cody Heinzman has just found something. 86 into this one. Holmes is the only playoff driver up there that's not, he's not a playoff driver. He's the only one up there that's not a playoff driver in the top five. Brad Holmes just wants to win this race. And, you know, I like seeing that. You know, I've advocated for a lot, and even in real NASCAR, it kind of unnerving. Look, just because you're racing for a championship, and whoa, Dustin Peen gets a little bit wiggly back there. Because you're racing for a championship, I'm not going to wreck you, but I'm not going to lean off of you. If I got a fast enough truck to pass you or win, I'm going to try to win. Right now, Brad Holmes is sitting right there. If he can get up to Heinzman, guarantee you he's going to race him. And I'm not going to wreck you unless you want to sit there and try to rub on him. But as a playoff driver, I don't think you'd want to. But you never know. Oh. Right now, it is Cody. Holmes is right there, man, chewing on his back door. Brad Holmes, they're coming up on the lap truck. That last lap of 70 to 76. Got an 83, 82, 92, 91. Just shows you how even these trucks are here. Nicholas off the track back in the back. 77 machine, unfortunate. Meanwhile, still up front. Let's go look for the back here. Matthew Simple falling off the pace just a little bit. He's back there in fifth, but he's still holding strong. Top five, Greg Mitchell back in the sixth. Corey Sherman's there. He's up a lot, 17 up in the seventh place spot. So good night for him points-wise. Corey Sherman, that is. Got Andrew Codwell there, too. You just see Cody Heinzman just walk away. I have not figured out what he knows, what he figures out week in and week out, but he's able to do it. That's what. Well, hey, congratulations on the grandbaby. Heck yeah. Eric Anderson battling here with Dustin Peen. This has been a full-on exciting race. First race of the chase. And you know you just can't bet against Cody Heinzman. The guy has just got speed and all out here. He's also looking like he's got probably the most experience. I'm looking at the I ratings and got a pretty high I rating opposed to a lot of these other guys out here. Not taking anything away from a lot of the other drivers. I'm not going to get into the numbers though, but whereas you can tell back here where this is going to be a very good race. They're very even here from Holmes, Gibson, Bowman, and Simple, and then Heinzman's just on another level out front. Cody hanging on there to third. Bowman up into the fourth. Simple there in fifth. So your top 9 right now, except for Brad Holmes sitting in second, are all Chase drivers. That's how close it's going to be. But the thing about it is, though, Cody Heinzman, all he's got to do is win tonight, which he's doing what he's doing. He's going to put it in victory lane. And then he just has to show up for the next couple of races. Let's see if I can't find real quick for you. Here we go. Oh, look, the next race, Watkins Glen Road Racing. Then we go to Rockingham. So 2 races there. And Watkins Glen, there'll be no caution, so that's going to be a tough one. He's actually putting the boot in there, too. Wow. I want to see that. Rockingham there too, and then that's going to conclude the first round, and then we go to the round of 8. And 3 races, Indianapolis, Dover, and Nashville. And then that will conclude Atlanta being the last race. Final 4. Going to be an awesome race out there. Heinzman still leading. You got Holmes right along with him. In second, Gibson's there too. Everybody's kind of been single file for the moment. Very patient. At 96 into this one here tonight. Appreciate Eric Anderson out there sponsoring it for us. Eric right now is looking pretty good in the 12th place spot. Well, thank you, Eric. As always. Tonight, Las Vegas, starting the chase off here. Cyber Thunder Truck Series. Eric Anderson there too. The drivers, men in the chase, not so happy, or not going to be so happy after tonight. Ed Jurgen, one of them. Tanner Mars, another. Those drivers, unfortunately, well, some of them might be out of it. Some of them just bad nights tonight. Caught up in incidents. Wow. And right now it's a static. Cody Heinzman, he's got almost a second lead there over Holmes. So he is doing what he needs to do. Gibson right there behind him in third. Bowman. So what do you do if you're the field? And I've said it 100 times. You got to put pressure on Heinzman. He is so smooth and so calculated on what to do on these tracks. You're going to have to be aggressive with him. That's the only way I see to get Cody. If you're not going to be able to just flat out outrun him, you're going to have to be a little bit aggressive. And I'm not talking about wrecking, but get up there, man, and hitch him up a little bit, Make him get uncomfortable with what he wants, because if he gets in a rhythm like he's doing right now, he's going to set sail. It's just all over with. He battle right here, Bowman, up in the third place spot. Let's see if he can't take second away here from old Holmes. And again, I like it because if Holmes has a fast enough truck, he has just as much right up here to race these chase drivers as anything. I know as a chase driver, they're probably going, hey, look, Holmes, get out of the way. You ain't got nothing to race for. Yeah, he does. He wants to win a race. I mean, if he's fast enough to hold up there, there you go. And you can see it. He blew right by Bowman like he was sitting still. Cody right back there, too, in the fourth place machine. Here comes old Corey Sherman. Matthew Simple. Well, I'm liking it right now. Right there, you're talking about the good Canadian, Matthew Simple. Got a fan club out there. Got his dad out there watching. I like that, too. The family members out there watching. Corey Sherman, who has, started quiet in the back, but has been able to move it back up. Putting from the rough.com. Says White Claws. He's got Bop on the back. So I'm going to say he's a golfer. Corey Sherman is. Awesome. The Terminator. All right. The Shermanator. I like that. There's White Claws for the boys. Nice. Good looking truck, by the way. Good looking truck. We should have pit stops coming up here pretty soon. Lap 103. Got some pit stops, man. It might happen. They pitted at 71. Don't think they can make it all the way. We'll have to definitely see. Something happening in the very back here. Battle going on right here with Cody Gibson and company. Yep, Gibson on pit road. Here's when they come in. So we got pit stops happening, folks. It's been a good one here. Cyber Thunder Tuesday. Truck Series here tonight. Las Vegas style. Starting to chase off. Let's take some commercial breaks. The last one, and we're going to take the conclusion of this one because it's going to be interesting. Can Cody Heinzman hang on and win it here? We'll be right back in a few.
There's an immeasurable bond that forms when you join the service. You'll do anything to protect and defend those at your side, and pushing the limits of your well-being is all just part of the job. But when this shared experience ends, it's easy to carry that mission-first mindset with you and neglect your own health and mental fitness. Team Red, White, and Blue understands these challenges and knows that together we can show veterans that their best days are ahead by providing opportunities to build healthier lifestyles right where they live and work. Through races, service projects, workouts, and a cutting-edge mobile app, our members develop a sense of camaraderie and mutual support. With a growing force of over 200,000 strong, we invite all veterans, families, and non-military supporters to start putting their well-being first. Team Red, White, and Blue is forging America's leading health and wellness community. Will you join the team?
And then if you want to, just a little bit about how the foundation helped you.
I was in a pretty serious deal, as most people know about. It's a pretty tough deal, very traumatic for my family. A lot of stuff that we went through that people would never understand. without the assistance from the Steve King Foundation and several other donors as well, we could have come out of that thing in financial ruin. But it just takes a lot out of your family just to go through rehabilitation, all the medical bills. There's so many hidden expenses and stuff that you would never know about until you actually get involved in something like that. And and even if you help somebody out with 500 or 1,000 or 100, whatever it is, it means a ton to the person, just to be able to live and to get through these things. It takes an ungodly amount of money, time, effort, patience, with the families, the doctors, to be able to get through a traumatic experience. And, with the Steve King Foundation, that makes everything a lot better.
Hi, I'm Blaine Smith, the Executive Director of Team Red, White, and Blue, and I wanted to take a minute just to welcome you on board and let you know that we're proud to have you as a new member of our team. This short video is a way for us to give you an idea of what you can expect from your experience at Team Red, White, and Blue, and also what we expect from you in return. Something that's really, really important to the fabric of our organization is our Eagle ethos. It's just 6 words, but they mean a lot to us, and they guide us in all we do. Those 6 words: passion, positivity, people, commitment, camaraderie, and community are more than just organizational values. They're what we're all about and what we strive to work for in all of our programs and in every single one of our interactions. The next thing I want you to know is that we are an inclusive organization by design. We're open to veterans of all eras, of all ages, branches of service, combat experience, as well as active duty service members, their families, their friends, and just supportive members of the community that come out and take part in our mission. Every single person is important to what we do. All are welcome, and we look forward to seeing you all out there.
All right, folks, welcome back here. Pit stops have concluded, and we got 25 to go in this one here tonight, Las Vegas style. Let's get the rundown here and show you what we've got so far. Sorry about that. We got storms in the area. Sometimes man just can't control what happens here. Got it back under control. Got Heinzman right now out front. He's got a good lead, about two and a half seconds over Cody Gibson right here. He's been in control all night long. Yeah. Greg Bowman's been out here, so the last pit stops have been made. Green flag stops. One thing about green flag stops is gets the field spread out. So you got Heinzman, Gibson, Bowman, Sherman, Richter. Corey Sherman up to 4th. Boy, has definitely made the most of it tonight. Hard Charger up 20 spots. Eric Anderson would be one of the second ones there, up 10, along with Andy Cork up 10 himself. So a few guys have moved up through and benefited from a couple of the cautions early on, stages and whatnot. Maybe some pit strategies, but Corey Sherman definitely coming up here. Putt machine. Like it. Put in front of the rough. Definitely tonight, man. We got this Cyber Thunder Racing Series, Truck Series here tonight. Cody Heinzman starting the chase off. All the highlighted in green drivers are chase drivers, and that's the top 6. Heinzman, Gibson, Bowman, Sherman, Richter, and Hudson. Joe Hudson. What about Joe? Wow. Let's see what truck he's in tonight, too, by the way. Let's see. Dr. Bob's breast augmentation. I'm sorry, folks. Got a little chuckle out of that one. Joe Hudson, if you watch the season, him and Finneman, I can't say it right. Femimum female products. I'll get it out. My tongue, man, just don't work, folks. Went hand in hand. Now he's advocating for resizement, so to speak. So there we go. Go Hudson. What a character. He's in a chase, though. Got a shot for a championship. I don't know. You just can't bet against this guy here. I stay neutral up here in the booth on who I pick. I know you got a lot of favorites out there. A lot of Matthew Simple fans. And Matthew Simple real quick here. He's back in 16th spot. Not quite sure. He pitted at lap 105, but yeah, he's got himself in a hole. Going to be a big one to climb out of unless a caution happens. But yeah, betting against this guy here is just really tough. I mean, Cody Gibson right there behind him has been on fire tonight. But just to give you an idea of what they are running, their last lap was a 68 to a 69. What is that? That's 1/100th of a second difference. Now, I will say Bowman and Sherman are way faster. The problem is they're 2.5 seconds back. With only 17 laps to go, they're not fast enough. They need seconds to knock off time. And they're only about a 10th, maybe 10th and a half quicker. That's just not enough time. They might run down Cody Gibson here. Gary Bowman might. Or Sherman might still get to that third place himself. Oh, yeah. But to run down Cody Heinzman, no, I just don't see it. Unless a caution flies. Anything can happen out here, too. And now it's got the making of just going all out green flag right now. Tom Ricker was able to move back up here, though, and back in fifth, so good points night for him. So, Tom Ricker right now with a good night for him. Sitting there in fifth, Joe Hudson right behind him. Greg Mitchell up in the 7th spot. Eric Anderson up 12 spots there at 8. Good run tonight. Sponsoring a race for Las Vegas. Andrew Codwell there in 9th. Brad Holmes in 10th. Keep an eye on there, man, about Bowman, whether or not he can get around. He's still a little bit faster, about a half-tenth faster, half a tenth faster than Cody Gibson. That's not enough to go up there and just blow right by him, though. Enough to get alongside of him, and it'll take him a couple laps to get around him. Can Bowman take over the 2nd spot? Are we going to stay green here with 12 to go tonight in Las Vegas? And Cody Heinzman out front. He has just got a smooth, clear track. Nobody around him to harass him right now. Battle going on back around 9th place spot. Brad Holmes, Andrew Codwell. See Dustin Peen back there. Got, was it Chris Rose? Racing hard. Side by side rubbing. Rose takes that spot away. Peen falls back. Yellow flag. Oh no. I said yellow flag. Leroy Cobb. No, Leroy. See what happened. This will change the game. inside. Just came up. And just got spun out. All should come out. So, you know, situational awareness, spotter telling you, hey, look, you're not clear. I don't know, but it's going to be interesting. Do you pit? Do you stay out? What do you do? Yes, Matt needed that. Not quite sure what happened to him on his pit stop. Back in 16. I don't think you pit. Corey Sherman is going to pit. This is it, you know. This right here. Wow. If they do 4 tires, if Corey Sherman does 4 tire stop here, yeah, and then on where he comes out at. There's only 5 trucks different. Remember when I said it's about 20 lap different tires where it will matter? Well, folks, we're right about that 20 lap different tires. When we go back green, there's still going to be about 7 laps, 6 laps to go. And that's a long way. It's all going to depend on how Sherman, Ricker, Hudson, and all those guys get around some of those other cars. And Cody Heinzman is going to have to set sail. Now, remember I talked about earlier in the race how track position is so crucial. Heinzman right now is still going to have several trucks between him and that first truck with 4 tires of Corey Sherman. But here's where Sherman's going to have to just use those tires and go. Chris Rose, though, right there in front of Corey Sherman, he did not. He pitted, but he didn't take 4 tires. He took 2. Let's line them up and see what happens here. I know Heinzman's going to get the jump out front. But can Sherman make up time? Can he come through the field? And I mean just blast through it here. He's going to have to. So can Corey Sherman pull this off? Can Tom Ricker pull it off? And another thing, if you make it up there to Cody Heinzman, he's going to block. He's going to protect. Because it's going to be about at least 2 to 1 lap to go by the time you get to him, if you can get to him. Then you're going to have to be very aggressive with him. And are you going to? That's the question. Are we going to see it? Corey Sherman right now, I think, is the guys to pay attention to, along with Ricker, Mitchell, and company back there. They've got the inside lane. Pace cars in, but Heinzman still got that preferred up front. Well, these guys don't want to spin the tires on the start either, too. That'd be a death sentence. Go, go, go. And, boy, you see right there Corey Sherman's able to push. As Heinzman out, green flag flies. Corey Sherman's right there behind him, and you can see where that truck is planted and the other trucks aren't. Look out. He's going to take this thing 3 wide. He's going to have to. He's got no choice. Corey Sherman, and look out. Cody Gibson says, I'm going to steal this from Heinzman. Sherman's there. Matthew Simple's there. Coming out of turn 4. You can see Sherman with the tires are a lot better. But he can't go anywhere because they're side by side up here. He's got to protect his inside lane from Joe Hudson. Look out, Sherman says, I'll just take it away up here to the top side. But meanwhile, Cody Heinzman is out front. Oh, trucks around in the back. We got a wreck. We got Corey Sherman getting pushed around a little bit. Who was that? The 46. What? Andrew Codwell. Caution is out. Man. Go back and watch one more time what happened. Boy. Chaos up front. Oh, Brad Holmes. Ping right there. Oh, Matthew Simple was involved. Oh, no. Woo. I watched Tom Ricker. He benefited from that. Oh, hard lick Brad Holmes, too. Well, if I'm Cody Heinzman, there's only a couple things I like here. When we go back green, there will only be a couple laps left. German right there. Got into it a little bit there with the 46. Yeah, didn't need that. Just tough racing. You know, he was really between a rock and a hard place. And let me explain on that one is because one, he was on those older tires. You can see Sherman is a lot faster. Codwell's there too. He's got tires himself. Those two guys need to concentrate on getting to the front and getting past these guys here. If I'm Cody Heinzman, I'm a little worried because if I can't get away from Gibson right on the start and I let Sherman stay hooked to my back bumper, I think it's a matter of time. Yeah, just hard racing up front between all those guys and just trying to get everything they can get. Seen it all night long. Contact trucks get a little tight. Well, Corey Sherman got enough to pull this thing out the bag. He's got the tires. I have that outside, but I don't know about that damage he got a little bit there. He was rubbing there with Codwell. Yeah. I think where he's starting at right now is a good spot. Heinzman's going to have to go, but here we go. Now this is, I don't think this will be it's kind of a green-white checker. 3 laps to go. It'll be 2 to go. So actually it's probably a green-white checker. Oh boy. Fireworks here at Las Vegas. Do you gamble? What do you do? A gambling man, do you still, man, gamble against Heinzman? He has just got to hope that Sherman gets held up for at least a lap and a half. A lap and a half, 2 laps would be nice. Get to that white flag and have at least, I'm going to say 3 or 4 truck lengths on Sherman if he gets to second. And Sherman will just run out of time trying to get to him. But if he stays on his back bumper at any point, yeah. Here we go. Heinzman out front. Gibson's along with him. Holman's there. Sherman's sitting 4th. Either way, I think these guys might get a top 3 out of this one. Lights off on the pace car. Green-white checkered here tonight, Vegas style. Heinzman's going to control the field out front. And green flag, and you see Sherman right there. And I don't know if Gibson's just going to try to hold up Sherman or not. They are teammates. Remember that. And you see it right there. And I think that's a little bit of what happened. Is Gibson, oh, contact in the wall, yellow flag. Yeah, I got to go back on that one here. Let's go back and watch what happened on this. And a little contact. Oh, the 15 just clipped the 41. Puts him in the wall hard. Ouch. Caution. Yeah. Gibson is a teammate of Heinzman. Now, I'm not saying there's any team orders out there, okay? So if drivers go back and watch this, don't get mad at me. I'm just going off what I'm seeing on the track and my observation up here. And I don't know, hey, what do y'all feel out there in the chat? Let me know. But you saw Gibson did not go. Derman definitely has faster. Now, the thing about it here is Derman's not going to have to worry about Gibson. But it's another green-white checkered attempt. And I think the good news here for Heinzman is if they don't make it to the white flag on this one, then it's over. Derman's got to hope that this thing makes it to the white flag. You'll see Heinzman's going to be up top. Gibson's going to be right there behind, or Bowman's going to be right beside him. And Gibson's going to be right either up underneath. Sherman's on top. So he's, Sherman's not going to have to worry about Gibson this time. Bowman, though, yeah. Oh, they're all teammates. They're all on the same channel down there. So, I guess they're all teammates. I'll take that back. Okay, they're all teammates. Let me take that back. Sorry, guys. Let me rephrase on what it is. I think Gibson might have just not been able to go, just couldn't get it in gear, couldn't get it going. We'll say it that way. How's that? Heinzman got such a good jump on that start. I don't know. It's mind-boggling. What do you do? What does Corey got to do? And then, now knowing that all these guys up here, every one of them in the chat, except for Bowman. Bowman could be the wild card here. But does Sherman get up there? How aggressive is he with Heinzman? I keep bringing that up a lot because through the whole entire season, I really have not seen a lot of people be very aggressive with Cody Heinzman. We've seen a little door-to-door, maybe one race or so, but not a lot of times we haven't. And I'm still thinking that's the key. No Bowman up there. He's going to go if he can. As long as those tires don't give up on him. Sherman's got to clear Gibson. He's got to clear Bowman fast. But if I'm not mistaken, we only get 2 attempts here in this league on the green-white checkered. I don't have 100% confirmation. I should. I know. Shoot the broadcaster. That's bad. No, if we don't make it here and the caution comes out, it's over with. So whoever's out front at that point, Heinzman's hoping he can survive this one. Sherman's hoping it gets to that white flag, because if it gets to the white flag, then official. Here we go. What we've been waiting for all night. Pace cars in, green-white checkered attempt number 2. Does Heinzman have enough to hold on to this one? Bowman's right there. Bowman again did not get going. And it's just killing Sherman on the starts. Corey Sherman with those newer tires at some point are just going to fade away. And I think that's it right there. He goes to the inside. Does he have enough time? Bowman tries to drive it on the inside. Oh, Gary Bowman got bumped. Sherman here, white flag. One more time. Does Corey Sherman have enough? Or is Andrew Codwell going to get up here and steal this thing? And this is what Cody wants to see. Absolutely. But the problem is they are closing in on him. 3 and 4. Can he hold them off? He's not going to be able to. They've got new tires. Cody Heinzman is going to lose this one out of the last turn. And out out of the turn 4. Corey Sherman is going to steal this race away. What a finish here at Las Vegas. The tires just gave up. I said it would take 20 lap different tires to make a huge difference. And boy, did it ever. Corey Sherman survived it, won it. Andrew Codwell, and look at Tom Ricker. Corey Sherman from 23 spots back, coming to the front. Are you kidding? Man, what a finish. You know what? Let's go back and watch that one more time. I thought Andrew Codwell was going to come up here and those two were just going to get locked up and stay, but they had such a run on Heinzman. The tires just gave up on him. And coming in a 4 right there, they was able to get up right up underneath him. And Codwell right there behind them. Wow, I know, Kathy. Look at that 4 wide battle to the back. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Wow. Oh, bring Tom up. Tom, Joe White in the booth, you got a copy?
Got you, Joe. How you doing?
Pretty good. Well, talked about it earlier. I know y'all mentioned tires, and I talked about it in the race. I said it's probably going to take about 20 lap different tires to really, really notice the difference here. And it was about spot on. Y'all had about 20 lap difference, but that last caution there almost messed it up. You were able to get up to third. And what was going through your mind on those green-white checkers?
Man, we just really, so I came down and we had probably about 8 laps to go, and there was some cars had fresh tires, some cars didn't, and I really just needed that race to kind of run green on the restarts to really try to make those fresh tires make a difference. But we finally got cleared of everybody, and then I had one shot at it with Andrew and Corey in front of me going down the backstretch, and I just told Andrew a second ago, I said I was hoping that you would have turned or gotten into Corey a little bit and spiced it up coming out of 4. But hey, we'll take a third. I mean, we'll take that.
I talked about that all season long. People need to get up there and maybe get him out of that comfort zone a little bit and race him a little aggressive, man, because I don't see it. But hey, you're right. He had the older tires. Man, out of nowhere, y'all guys were coming. I think another lap, you probably would have been up there battling for the win. But man, what a finish. What a way to start the chase off for you. You got anybody you want to thank? I know Mom's proud.
Yeah, I know she's, it's 9:45. Hopefully she's still watching. I know sometimes she cuts it short, but... Well, good. I'm glad that she's watching, so hello to her. Thank you, Joe, for always doing this. I want to congratulate Corey on getting a win and advancing to the round of 8. We'll see how the next 2 weeks go. It's unfortunate that Mike got caught up in some wrecks out here tonight, but we'll take a 3rd place and we'll take those points.
Absolutely. Well, there you go, man. Congratulations on that 3rd there, Tom.
Thank you, Joe.
There we go. Let's bring up Andrew Codwell. Andrew, Joy in the booth, you got a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Well, I thought you were going to be the dark horse coming up through there, but, and I thought also when you got side by side there with Corey, I said, man, that might be the break that Cody Heinzman needs if y'all two start battling. But y'all had such a momentum run. I mean, coming to that line, maybe one more lap, do you think you could have got around Corey?
Yeah, I think I could have. He really just pinched me off down in 3 and 4, and that's what allowed me let him get out front. But I think we could have battled for at least another lap, but it was just him pinching me down 3 and 4 that got him the win.
Hey, no doubt. I mean, you was on the same set of tires, you two there, racing hard, coming to the line. I mean, good night for you here, though, to conclude out here at Vegas. I mean, to put yourself in that position, how was you feeling earlier in the race?
I mean, I was like 9th in stage 1, just missed out on stage points in stage 2, and probably would have been finishing 10th or 11th here until that caution came out. So, I mean, I'll take it, but definitely got to improve on the stages.
Hey, no doubt. Definitely come out of here second tonight. You got anybody you want to thank for a good finish?
want to thank Eric Anderson out there for covering us tonight. You up in the booth for broadcasting for us, and Mom and Dad and my sister.
There you go, Andrew Codwell pulling her off here, man, in a second. But this guy, I'm hoping it's Corey. Corey, join the booth. You got a copy? I'm going to say it's Corey.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, my headset stopped working like halfway through. They couldn't hear me in Discord or anything.
Well, you know, you came up 23 spots tonight. You were kind of quiet in the back there. You slowly come up, had some things, man, go your way. And I noticed when you pitted, I said, you know what, this could be the thing if he gets the brakes up there. Did you want to see some of those cautions, maybe that first one there after that you made your pit stop, the last one? Did you want to see that one, or would you rather seen it go green?
It's kind of hard to tell because like I was a little farther back, so it was a big cluster back there, and I almost got in a wreck down the backstretch there. So I'm kind of glad that one came out so it could reset it a little bit. And then when I got up towards the front, I just needed an opening, and I knew those new tires were going to blow right by him.
Yeah, I knew if you could get to him, that obviously 20 lap different tires was about the sweet spot here on this track. Now, at what point, though, when you saw Codwell get on the side of you, because I thought, man, that might be what Heinzman needs just enough, did you think that, oh, man, me and him's going to race, and I might not be able to catch him?
Yeah, when we got side by side, I knew Cody wouldn't block us because he knew he was on old tires, and I knew he wouldn't make a move like that to try and block us when we pushed it 3 wide down the backstretch. And once I cleared him going into 3, I was like, all right, I got this now, because I wasn't lifting off the pedal those last 3 laps.
Well, you know what? It wasn't no putting from the rough tonight. You definitely, man, got it all full course, man, down the lane and looked strong, got the win, advanced in the round of 8 also, too. So now it takes a little pressure off of you, especially going into that road course in the next race. So, hey, you got anybody you want to thank for this great win tonight?
Yeah, I got to thank you for doing the broadcast. Me and Amanda are going to go up and watch it and have some drinks tonight. And Tom for putting on the league. Everybody in the league, that's what makes Cyber Thunder great. And make sure everybody watches Thunderstruck this Monday night coming up. It's going to be lit.
And that's another thing, man. You got to give a shout out there, too, because this is actually kind of bittersweet. On one end there, man, you made the chase, and unfortunately she got knocked out by Tanner there. But now you're able to advance in the round of 8. So, like you said, hey, something to toast to tonight.
Yep, I can just relax the next 2 races and putt around Watkins Glen because I'm not a real road course guy, but I do like Rockingham, so you'll see me probably up front there because there's really nothing to lose at this point because I already advanced. And I got to give a shout-out to Eric, too, for sponsoring the race.
There you go. That's old Corey Sherman bringing her home tonight in Victory Lane. Folks, let's look at our results here, too. And, thriller. That's all I can say. I mean, this thing came down to it. And if we can get the results to come up, I'm quite sure why they're not wanting to. Want to come up last night, but nonetheless, I'll run it down. Corey Sherman bringing her home tonight, and just a pure thriller out there, too, folks. You got Andrew Codwell coming home in second, Tom Rickard in third. Cody Heinzman did finish it out in fourth, though, so he still had a good points night tonight. They've got 2 more races he can advance in the round of 8 off a win. Greg Mitchell there in the 5th place. Joe Hudson finishing 6th. Chris Rose there in the 7th place. Sampson in 8th. Gary Bowman finishing 9th. You got Lee Campbell finishing off in the 10th. So great race, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. Appreciate Eric Anderson's sponsor tonight. But that man, Corey Sherman, up 23 spots, putting it in a victory lane. I mean, a dominating performance by Cody Heinzman tonight. I didn't think anybody was going to make it around him, but boy, I tell you, those tires, man, came clutch there at the end for old Sherman, and he brought it to speed and got victory lane. Folks, for myself and everyone, have a good night.